what we discussed in the last session.
Sir, we have discussed about some components of Power BI and why
Okay.
should go for Power BI and
Okay.
and we have discussed about how data flow works, like what is the architecture of Power BI,
Okay.
and we have did a comparison of Power BI and Tableau and MSBI.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Fine. So we have seen that basically, see whatever the basic components we have to know if you want to learn the Power BI technology. We are seeing generally. Actually, we are seeing that only. Okay. So now we have seen that how to works with how Power BI will be working. We have seen that, right? It means the architecture of the Power BI we have seen. Okay. Have we discussed this? What is Power BI? Have we done what is Power BI? We're done, right? So we are done what is Power BI. Okay. And why we need to go for the Power BI and how it will be working. We have seen that. I mean the architecture of the Power BI we have seen that. Now we're going to see one thing here. Okay. See, actually, we can say another way. What is Power BI means? Okay, the Power BI is a collection of the components which are Power Query and Power Pivot. We know this. See, what is Power BI means? We can say another way. It is a collection of the components which is Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View, Power BI Desktop. Okay, and Power BI Services. Okay, so the Power BI will be calling as the Power BI will be calling as we can define this Power BI as it's a collection of the components which are Power Query Editor, Power Pivot, Power View, Power BI Desktop, Power BI Services. Okay. So now, generally, what is Power BI? Power BI is a BI tool, which is business intelligence or data analytical tool. Okay, developed by the Microsoft, and it's a collection of the components. Apart from that, see the Power BI we can define as Power BI will be helps you to create reports, dashboards, and visualizations. Okay, and you can analyze the data as well as you can clean up your data. Okay, it allows users to visualize and share insights from their organizations or business data. Okay, now so we have to see the components of the Power BI. Okay, we discussed about what is Power BI. In that, I told you that there is some components of the Power BI. Okay, we have to see those things also. Fine. See what is Power Query. What are the components are available in the Power BI? Okay, why these components are there? Why these components are there? See why? Because to create any one report, to create any one dashboard, not only a Power BI. Okay, see in the Power BI only cannot do this. For the Power BI, we are having some components which are helping to making a report or the dashboard. Okay, now what is Power Query? Okay, we are going to see that. See Power Query Editor, okay, Power View and Power Pivot, Power BI Desktop, Power Q&A, Power Maps, Power Mobile Apps, Power BI Services. See these all are will be called as a Power BI components itself. Okay, what are Power BI components means? See we are having one more thing is the gateway also will call as one of the components of the Power BI, but I did not mention that. Sorry for that. Okay, so now what are components are there in the Power BI? What are components are there means Power Query Editor, Power View, okay, Power Pivot, Power BI Desktop, Power Q&A, Power Maps, okay, Power Mobile Apps, and Power BI Services itself. So we are having these many components are there in Power BI. So these all components will be helped to Power BI to to create any one report on the dashboard. Okay, to create any one report on the dashboard. So now we have seen that what are the components are there. Okay, what are the components are available in the Power BI. We have seen that. Okay, now what we have to know is we are having some components. Okay, why these components are there in the Power BI? Are you getting everyone? Everyone is getting right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. See why these components are there in the Power BI. Okay, why these components are there in the Power BI? So why? Because each and every component having some character in the Power BI. It means individually it will be having some responsibility in the Power BI. What it want to do that. Okay, it means see the Power Query Editor is there. What the Power Query Editor will do that? What the Power Query Editor will do in the Power BI? Okay, there is Power View. What is Power View will do in the Power? It means we know what are the components are there. Apart from that, we have to know how these components are going to work. How these components are going to work. Now there is a Power Query Editor, okay, which is ETL tool available in the Power BI. Okay, so now we are going to discussing. See each and every component. I'm going to elaborating that. Please listen carefully. Okay, these all are basic things. If you understand these components, what we'll do going forward while we are discussing practically with the Power BI, while we are working practically with the Power BI, you can understand clearly. Okay, please try to understand it. Okay, now we are going to see that the first thing is, so we are going to see that how the components are working, how the components are working. It is now in that we have the component which is Power Query Editor. It is, what is that? Power Query. We can call it as a Power Query or Power Query Editor, whatever it is. Now, what is Power Query? See what is Power Query means. We are going to see that the Power Query is a inbuilt ETL tool. Okay, it is an inbuilt ETL tool available in the Power BI. Okay, so here in the Power Query, what you can do is you can extract your data. Okay, you can transform your data. Apart from that, you can load the data in the Power BI. What is that? You can load the data in the Power BI. See, to load the data in the Power BI, we are having many ways. Okay, in that the Power Query also one of the way. So in Power Query Editor, we can directly load the data. Okay, apart from that, we can do some ETL operations which are extraction on the we can extract the data and we can transform the data, as well as we can load the data in the Power BI. Okay, is that clear? Now we are going to see that user can able to do data preparation. It means you can prepare your data however you want as per your requirement. Okay, user can able to do data preparation means you can prepare your data however you want. Why? Because okay, see why? Because whenever you are getting the data from the data source, from the clients will be giving you the clients will be giving you only the raw data. Okay, only the raw data they will be giving you. That raw data you have to clean up. Okay, you have to clean up. It means, see, when I'm saying that extractions and transformations, data preparation, okay, when I'm saying these all operations means you are going to clean up your data. What is that? You are going to clean up your data. See, you are going to clean up your data means what you're doing here. You are going to preparing a data however you want as per your requirement. Okay, as per your requirement, however you want. Okay, you can able to do the data preparation means that only. Okay, so now one more thing means you can shape the data, and it means you can shape up the data means you can convert the raw data into useful data. Whatever the raw data you are able to getting from the clients, from the data source, okay, that data you can convert into that useful data. Is that clear, everyone? Are you getting or not? Please, everyone getting right? Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible to you
Yes. Yes, sir.
guys? Are you getting or not? Did you understand what I'm saying right now?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yeah, okay. Please respond, guys. Okay, if you guys are responding means then only I can know that. I mean whether you are understanding or not. If I need to know means you guys are need to respond, right? Yes or no? So that's what I'm asking you. See, when I'm asking you means you guys are need to respond for me at least. Okay, clear. See, the user can shape the data, which is, I mean, user can shape the data, I mean, and converting the raw data into useful data. Fine. Now we have to see one more thing. There will be a language called which is M language. Okay. There will be a long in the Power Query data. We are having one language which is M language. It will be called as, it can be called as mashup language. Okay. Mashup language and M query language. Okay. Or M language or M code also you can call it is. Okay. Now one more thing is there. This Power Query editor, whatever the M language we discussed here, it will be helps you to improve the performance of your report in Power BI. Okay, in Power BI, it will be helps to you improve the performance of Power BI. Okay, clear everyone? What is Power Query Editor? Clear or not? Are you clear? What is Power Query Editor?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a second. Okay, so now everyone clear, right? What is Power Query? Anyone doubts in this? Anyone doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So we have seen that we are having some components are there, so we are there is some components available in the Power BI. Okay, in that what is Power Query editor, we have seen that. Now what is Power Query editor, what is Power Query we have seen, but we have to know that what is this character. Okay, how it will be helps to the Power BI. Okay, how it will be helps to the Power BI. We have to see that, right? Now what is Power Query means, we have seen that. Now we are going to see that how it will be working, how it is going to working here. We are going to see that now. How it will be working means, see, as we know that the Power Query editor will be do that in Power BI, transformations and extractions. Yes or no? We know that we can do, see, we can do that. Why? Because just we discussed okay, past 50 minutes we discussed about only the Power Query editor. What is it, what it is, right? Now we have to see that what is extractions and what is transformations. What is extractions and transformations? See, what is extraction and transformation means, how the Power Query is going to work, how the Power Query will be working, that we are going to see here. Now for that, what is this table? Can anyone please? What is this table? Can anyone please understand this? Try to understand this data. Whatever the data is available here,
Name, gender, age, date of birth.
there is a name, there is a gender, okay, there is a age, there is a one column is there, which is date of birth column. Okay. Now, if you observe that in the name column, okay, in the name field or in the name column, we are having some names here. Okay. How you are feeling this data? How you are feeling this data?
It's a
Some
structured data.
unused columns are used. Like, you know,
1 second, please. For Power BI only. Yeah, please have your seats. You're attending today only, right? Have your seats. Just to give me a second. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, fine. I'm back. Okay. So what we're discussing the components of the Power BI, right? So that we are going to see that what is extraction and transformation. Okay, what is extraction and transformation? We are seeing that. Now in that, if you observe this, if you observe this name, okay, if you observe this gender, if you observe this age, if you observe this date of birth. So now if you observe this name column, okay, now in the name column we're having the sheriff escape. What is mean by this? What is mean by sheriff and SK? Can I call this person? What is SK? What is sheriff? What is this slash? Can anyone please? Hello?
Yeah, that's not possible to read. SK.
SK means
It's not possible to read what is
address,
SK.
right? It's not possible to address what is SK, what is that, right? Exactly. Why? Why it's not possible?
Yeah, it's a short form.
It's short form, it's okay, short form. But why we can't address this as anyone's surname or anything?
It's
Why?
an
Because
unstructured.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah, unstructured means why? Because we see so far. Did you mention anyway the slash in between your name and your surname? No, right?
No.
No one can mention the slash. Why? 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 Because see, this delimiter will not work. Okay, it's not a good structure. It's not a good way. It's not a proper way to mention that which is slash in between your name and your initial name. Right? Yes or no? So as well as this. See why? Because I'm saying that. Okay, if you're having some delimiters here. Okay, whenever we're having some delimiters in between your name. Okay, if it is whether it is space or whether it is dot, it's okay, fine. But what are those things? Whenever we're having like this, what we have to do? What we can't do that? We cannot address properly who is that person exactly, right? Yes or no? We can't address, right? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
So that's why what we have to do, we have to do something here. Okay, we have to do something here. Whatever the date, not only these things, just I'm giving one example. Just I'm giving one example how this extraction and transformation will do work here. I'm doing that. Okay. So now what is the sheriff? Okay. What is the sheriff is SK? What is Amati? What is Shiva R? Okay, Sweta equal Reddy, comma P. These are all the names of the persons. Okay, it's not in proper way. It's not in proper way. So we have to do something here. Whether I have to do the extraction, whether I have to do the transformation, whatever it is, I need to get a proper data. It means I need to get I need to get proper data, right? So now one more thing is there, gender. If you observe the gender, okay, if you observe the gender, in the gender column, we are having something, okay, we are having something records here. One is male, it's okay, fine. Now what is this? Now what is that? How you are feeling with this data?
It was mentioned inappropriately, sir. One.
Improperly, right? Why? Because we have seen that we know male is there, okay, we know the short form of the male is M, but what about this MA? We did not mention anywhere, yes or no? We should not mention anywhere what is MA, right? What is MA, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, MA means we don't know what is MA. Why? Because it's not a short form of male, right?
Yeah.
So apart from that, we know what is this. What is this? What is this? The short form for female, right? Yes or no, guys? Please respond.
Yes,
Please
sir.
respond.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what is this? Did you watch anywhere FEM as female? The short form for that, the gender
No,
which
no.
is.
No.
So that's why what we have to do, we need to do something in our data, okay, in the column of gender. Okay. Apart from that, we need to do something in our data, which is the name is gender name. Sorry, with the name, we have to do something here. It means here we have to do some transformations. Here we have to do some extractions. Where we will do this? Where we can do this?
In Power Query,
In Power Query only we can do this. Okay, exactly. Now we are going to see that age. Okay, age means we're having 28, we're having 27.4, we're having 20.1, we're having 28.1, we're having the 30. Now what is mean by 28.1? What
they
do you
have
mean by
mentioned the
28.1?
age. They have mentioned the age with months.
Age with months. Okay, they mentioned that age with months. Will you mention? Did you mention anywhere? If anyone asking you, if anyone asking you how old are you means, how you will say that? How
We
you will say
just say the
that?
year. We just mention the year.
Okay, just give me a second. What is that? See, if anyone asking you that, if anyone asking you how old are you means, what is your answer?
We will tell only for a year.
We will mention only the year. Why? Because no one will mention that. No one will mention that. See, if anyone asking how old are you means, I'm 28 years 8 months. I'm 24 years 6 months. I'm 24 years 5 months. Like that, no one will mention. Why? If the value, okay, see coming to here, if the value is there to 27.4, now what the age he can mention? If I'm asking the Amar, okay, hey Amar, how old are you miss? What is the answer for the Amar?
20.
He said 27.
Yes, tell me. 27 only, right?
Yes.
So now what he is doing that? What he is doing? He's saying that 27, see, is totally 27 years and 4 months, but he will say that 27 only. Why? Why? Because he what he is doing that means he's doing that the value round down value. He's doing that what he's doing that which the value is there, which the value is there rounded. And one more thing, why he's doing round down only? Why can't he do that round up?
Because it
How the
was
round down
already.
or round up values will be considered? Will be calculated when we have to round down, when we have to round up.
It was. I think
Anyone please?
it was already
When we have
his age. That is why he's round down.
sorry?
Like round. If he did a round up, it will go for the future age.
Okay,
So he can't say 28 when he is 27.4.
okay. So we should go for 27 means round down only, right? You're saying that? Okay, for example, in this column, if I'm round means what it will do? Round. Forgot about round up or round down. If it is, if I'm using the round, now what is the result will be there? Can anyone please? What's the result when
Only
comes here?
27 will come.
Only 27. Then what about this?
20 will come.
Okay. If I'm having the value, then what about this?
21 it will take.
Why?
That digit more than 5.
More than
I think it will take 20 only.
5.
21. Yes. If I'm using that round function, if I'm using that round option, okay, if I'm using the round operation here, it will be considered as 21. How it will be considered means, see, whenever I'm using that round it is here, right. So here, if I'm using that round, okay, if the value is below average, it will be considered as round on the value. Okay. If the value is above the average, it will be taking round up value. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we're having the 20.1 means if I'm using a round means if I'm using a round option, if I'm using round operation, what we'll do here 20.1. That means 20 it will be there. Now 28.1 will becomes. Now 30 will becomes here, right? Now coming to your data bar. Okay, coming to your data bar. Now what we have to see here is if you observe that consider it is a column only, don't compare this age value with this year value. Okay, don't compare that. Just example I did mention this. Okay, just for example I did mention. So in the date of birth column, okay, in the date of birth column we are having that one format which is that. Now do you know this format of the date? Do you know this format of the date?
Date, month, year.
Yeah, we know this, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what about this? Do we have this format of the date?
Yes, yes, same,
Same, right? Now do we have this date
same,
format?
sir.
Same, okay, but you have to observe the
Mm,
delimiters also.
no, we don't use that character for the dates.
Yes, okay. Now what about this?
Yeah, that is a column. It was mentioned as a number, not as a date.
Exactly, super. See, actually, if we are having that, whether we are having that, I mean, this format, okay, we are having that this format, we have seen this format, but if we did not mention anything in these formats, I mean, anything, these delimiters in this date information. See, if you're having the comma delimiter in the data, if you're having that comma delimiter in the data, what is mean by that? It will not consider as date format. Will not consider as date format. It can be considered as number only. Okay, it can be considered as number only. Now we know this format. Now, see, okay, fine. We're having some formats here. Okay, so now can I say this is my raw data? Whatever we discuss about the data, whatever the table you are able to see here, can I say this is my raw data?
Yes, we can say.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now where I can do that raw data into useful data?
Power query.
In Power Query data, we can see that. Okay, we can do that. Okay, fine. Now, just an example I'm giving that this is my raw data. Now I'm going to mentioning that into that this raw data I'm going to converting as useful data, which is this table. Now observe carefully how the table is there. What you did observe?
It came
Right,
proper format. First name and last name.
Okay. See what you did observe. What is the difference? I mean, what how you can compare these two tables? Anything new thing is there?
yeah, formatting has been done properly.
Okay. Okay.
And suppose if you take example of gender, it was mentioned male or
Yeah.
female, not like male, not like MA. It was only single digit.
Okay.
And age has been rounded up.
Okay.
all date of birth in a single format only.
That okay.
So suppose if you want to analyze or visualize the data, it is easy in this case as compared to the previous case.
Yeah, it's okay, sir. Good analysis. But one more thing I'm expecting that anyone?
Can you please tell me how you have converted this data?
Unstructured and structured
Sorry?
data.
Structure and structure data. That okay. But I'm asking that what you did observe. Why? Because see, you're going to working with Power BI, right? As a Power BI developer, as a data analyst, the observation is very, very important for you guys. Observation, analysis. It's very, very important to you. So let me know what you got this in the table compared to previous table.
We have extracted the
Why?
raw data and converted into a modified data.
Okay, I converted that this raw data into modified data, which is useful. That's okay. But what I did, one more thing is there. No one is observing that. That's what I'm expecting. That.
First name.
Added an
Sorry, come
additional
again.
column.
Exactly. That's what I'm expecting. I added one
Okay.
additional column, which is last name column. I did extract this name column with the delimiter, which is that last name column. It means I can add I can extract my column, I can split my columns, I can extract my columns in Power Query. It's very, very important thing in Power Query in our Power BI. Why? Because see, so mostly you will be working with Power Query editor with your data. Then only if you want to do anything visualizations and anything reports means okay. After doing of cleaning data only you will do that. You have seen that architecture, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is extractions? What is transformations? Okay, just an example I have given for you. I hope everyone understand this, right? Yes or no? I hope everyone can understand this, right? Now,
Yes.
now we can see that one more component we are going to see that which is Power Pivot. It is. What is Power Pivot and how it will be working? We have to see that. Why? Because it is one of the component available in the Power BI, which is helps to the Power BI to create any one report on the dashboard. Okay, to create any one report on the dashboard, how it will be helps to the Power BI. Why? Because this Power Pivot is one of the component. Okay, which is help to the Power BI to perform the modeling the data in that Power BI. Okay, to perform the modeling the data in Power BI. Okay, we have to use that Power Pivot. It means in Power Pivot we can write okay some DAX functions which are data analysis expression formulas. Okay, to create why we need to write these DAX functions. See, it's a functional language only. It's not a coding here. Okay, the DAX is only the functional language, not a code. Clear, right? Yes or no? See, you can use the DAX formulas. You can write the DAX formulas, okay, to create calculated column values and calculated column values and new measure values, okay, and as well as you can make some calculated tables also. You can make some calculated tables. See, based on your data you are able to do this. Okay, based on your data, based on your requirement, you can do this. So what is Power Pivot? The Power Pivot is okay performing as a modeling the data in Power BI. Now you can use the DAX formulas to create calculated columns, measures, as well as you can make or you can create calculated tables also. So how you can do this? See, I'm saying that you can make the modeling the data. how we can make the modeling the data? How? Because we have to build the relationships. Okay, we have to make a relationship between the tables. Okay, whenever we are going to working with more than one table. Okay, between those tables we have to make, or we have to make, or we have to build some relationship between those tables. Okay, we have to make some relationships between those tables based on common field it is. See, when we are saying that, when I'm saying that we are going to modeling the data. Okay, those two tables, whenever we are having the two tables, whenever we are having two tables, so those two tables we have to model that. But how it is? How means based on the common field only. Okay, based on the common field only we are going to modeling that. It means we are going to create some relationship between those tables. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear, everyone? What is power pivot?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see that, now I told you that you can create a relationship between the tables. Now what is relationship? Now what is relationship? The relationship can define how the data tables are connected with each other. How the data tables are connected with each other. It will be saying that. Okay, what is that relationship? Now, now we're having one more thing. We're having one more thing. We have to discuss an example. We have to discuss about this. Okay, an example we have to discuss about this. Now come to here. Please observe this picture carefully. What you got it? Did you got any common fields or common columns in those tables? Which is we're having that in this picture. We're having sales table. We're having date table. We're having product table. We're having customer table. We're having stores table. Now, if you observe these all tables here, how you are feeling that? Did you feel? I mean, did you watch? Did you observe any way the common columns?
No, sir.
Observe carefully. You can understand that. Did you watch anyway the common columns in those tables? Hello. Okay, fine. I'll let you know that. Now we're having the sales table. In the sales table, this is a table which is the sales table. Now in this sales table, we're having the date column. We're having the product ID. We're having the store ID. We're having the zip. Okay. We're having the cost. We're having the revenue. We're having that units. Okay. We're having this table. Okay. So from this table, a relationship is there from the product table and the date table and customer table and stores, right? Now how it is, as I told you that based on the common field. Okay, based on the common field you can make some relationships between the tables. Okay, common fields, I told you that, right? Now we're having the product table. In the product table and sales table, what are the common fields are there? What are the common fields are there?
For which table, sir? Sales table and
Yeah, in between sales table and product table, what are the common fields are there? I told you that what are the fields are available in the this table.
product ID.
Exactly, the product ID. So we are having the product ID in that sales table. We are having the product ID in the product table. Now, can I make a relationship in between these two tables
Yes, sir.
to satisfy this statement? Yes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now coming to this date table. Okay. Coming to this date table. In this date table and this sales table, what are the common columns are there?
Date.
Date only. Now can I make a relationship between them? Now coming to here, zip code is there. There is a zip. Okay, and from the stores, we're having that store ID and then store ID. So as I told you that, I can create a relationship between tables based on common field. Is it clear what is Power Pivot exactly? What is relationships? What is the data modeling exactly? Clear everyone? Anyone doubts here? Anyone doubts in these two components what we discussed so far? See for the next components, those are only a single line answers. Those are okay. No need to worry about that. Okay, just we have to know some basic knowledge. That's what I'm giving this much of. Okay, and these all documents will be there in Google Classroom also. Okay, in the Google Classroom also, I will upload this PPT and all. Okay, you can read and you can get it. And one more thing, see, if anyone did not enroll this course means, see, there is a scrolling, there is a scrolling. Please try to observe this. Okay, if anyone did not enroll means, please try to enroll this course. Okay, so this number you can contact to enroll that. To enroll the course, you can contact to this number. Okay. Anyone doubts?
So I have understood about the relationship of the data, sir. But can you explain about modeling of the data again?
That only modeling the data. We are doing modeling that, right? By doing some, by creating some relationships between them. So what is this all things? This all thing we'll do.
The
We call as modeling, right? We're doing something
yes.
modeling here, right? So that only
Okay.
the data modeling. We're having some data. We're doing the modeling by creating some relationships between them.
Okay.
Got it or not?
Yes, sir. Understood. What is this dash function, sir? Data analysis expression.
Tax functions with data analysis expressions. See, we have to discuss that. Actually, DAX is very good. Important. A hard topic in our Power BI. It's very very important thing. It is why, because if you want to do any calculations, okay, you can do with your DAX functions. Okay, and one more thing, if you don't know anything about the DAX functions, please don't attend any one interview of the Power BI. Why? Because without DAX functions, you don't have anyone interview.
Okay.
Okay, will not be having anyone interview. It means, see, dash function data analysis expressions. Okay, we are having 1,000 plus functions are available here. So in those functions, we will discuss around some. I mean, we'll discuss some few functions. Whatever the functions I did collected so far in my current project, so far I did work on 9 plus projects here. Okay, in those projects, and I did research on the projects also. Okay, mostly what are the common DAX functions will be using, that those functions I will be sharing with you. Okay, and why? Because these all functions are helps you to get calculated columns. Means you can create some new columns as per your requirement. If you want to do means, see, for example, if you want to do calculations means, you have to you have to make a column, right? You have to make a column means you have to write a function. Not only those functions. See, when we are discussing practically with the DAX, I'll give you a good introduction about the DAX functions. Okay, don't worry about the DAX functions. Just listen carefully what we are saying here. Okay, the basic concepts are those. Clear everyone? I hope everyone clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone doubts? It is 5 minutes. I'm giving for doubts. So if anyone did not understand this, please let me know. I will try to explain again and again. Okay. So now we have done that. So 26th we have been started this, right? 27, 23 demos we are done for up to today. Okay. See the classes and the demos and the classes will be continuous. Okay. If anyone did not enroll, means please try to enroll this course. Okay, and one more thing, I'm not giving you only the Power BI technology. Apart from this, additionally, okay, including additionally some basic knowledge. Okay, the basic level knowledge about the SQL also. Okay, why? Because if you don't know anything about the database, okay, you cannot work with anyone technology. Okay, so for that I'm giving that good knowledge on database, which is my SQL we are discussing here. Clear, everyone?
Clear, sir.
So anyone doubts? Are you getting what I'm saying here? The components of the Power BI. Anyone doubts?
So can you please tell me about how you transformed the data? What was the process?
See how means with the help of the Power BI. While we are working practically, okay. Just we are see as of now we are seeing only the basic thing only, right? Theoretically we are seeing that. Okay. Practically we will start that. Once we did start means I will show you that. Okay. How we have to
So,
do that, how we do that, the all things discussing that components which is probably will be getting that. Anyone doubts? Okay. So that's all about for today. Okay, the demonstrations are closed. Okay, and the regular classes will be starts for the next sessions. Okay, so thank you for attending, everyone. I hope everyone can enroll this course. Okay, who are interested to enroll this course, okay, note down that number. You guys can contact to that number. You can enroll that course. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, so thank you for joining, everyone. I'm going to leave. Bye bye.